Now, for the past days, I have been on a roll. I have been looking at all of the released gameplay of Rune Factory Guardians of Azuma, and I am so ready for this game. Do you guys remember how obsessed I was with Rune Factory 5? I kicked in over 100 hours into that game, and I have also restarted playing Rune Factory 5, now the Steam version. Which is so much better than the Switch version, by the way. The graphics are so sharp on the Steam version, and it's like a totally different game this time around. Now, Guardians of Azuma, confirmed to be released the 30th of May. I am so ready for this game. This time around, you can truly customize your entire farm area, and you can also have workers that work for you, work the field and stuff. I'm sure they are not slaves. They are probably there on their own terms and well paid, working freely with benefits, dental and parking and all of that. But you can have people working for you. Also, you can put down like rivers, rice fields, all sorts of fields, plenty of customization options. I can see myself going nuts just customizing my farm in Guardians of Azuma. Also, the combat just looks so much better. It looks more fluid and solid and smooth than what we got from Rune Factory 5. I have a feeling that they are having a bigger budget this time around, or just the technology has been catching up with what we can expect. I am loving that year by year we get to experience the development of video games, and that is something that is just so exciting to be along for the ride and watch, that the graphics are getting better and better and better. Now, I am not sure if I want to play Guardians of Azuma on the Switch or the Steam version, but I have requested a review code of both of these versions. Now, preferably I would have played it on PS5, but it doesn't seem like it's gonna be released on PS5, at least it's not confirmed from what I researched. It is being released on Switch and Steam. I have requested review codes of both, so that when I make my review of this game, I'm gonna have comparisons, okay? Also, I'm still debating on getting a Steam Deck. Maybe this is the game that is pushing me over that edge, getting a Steam Deck, but it's so expensive. It's like $1,000. In Norway. But I am truly enjoying this controller that I showed off a few videos back. Wolverine V3 Pro, I think. It is so good. I'm hooking that up to my laptop and playing PC games now. So I feel like I am in between the Nintendo Switch and what comes next. I touched in on this in my last video, but I'm feeling like I'm moving past the Switch because I am starting to have higher expectations of performance and graphics. I have gotten spoiled with playing too much PlayStation 5 games and PS Portal for the past year. So going back to the Switch, it's like a retro console to me now, even though it's still current, which I also mentioned I'm so ready for the Switch 2. Now, the name of Switch 2, just as a side note, I thought it was weird at first, but it's starting to grow on me, and I can totally understand why they went this way, because the marketing this time is a clear 2, number 2, and people are not going to be as confused as people were in the Wii U era. I think Nintendo is desperately trying to avoid such a situation again. But anyways, Rune Factory. So ready for this game. I like how the protagonist is looking. Of course I do. You know, long hair, bright hair. And from the trailers, it looks like it has a lot of different varieties in biomes and places to explore. And I'm hoping a lot of towns and cities. I'm hoping all of that goodness that I am expecting coming from Rune Factory 5. Now, replaying Rune Factory 5 on my PC, I can totally see the flaws of the game now. Now that I have had some time, it's been some years, I mean, since I played it actively. And I loved it, and I still love it, but I'm seeing the flaws, especially on the Switch version. It's such a bad performance, it's almost insane. But the core game, performance aside, the core game is so good. That's why I was able to, like, look past the performance. That was terrible. But I'm kind of hoping that this new game, Rune Factory Guardians of Azuma, that it will have like some sort of Switch 2 port, so that it will play good in handheld. Or I'm gonna have to get the Steam Deck. Preferably I would have it on the PS5, but you know, you can't have everything. At least not immediately. Maybe it's going to come to the PS5 later. But I am so excited for Rune Factory Guardians of Azuma. Are you guys excited? I want to hear your hype down below. I've already decided who I want to like romance. The manly man. You gotta have a manly man. I just love Rune Factory. Rune Factory and the Atelier series. My favorite series. Which also brings me to the next part of this video. I want to talk a little bit about Atelier Yumia, which is coming. And I think I talked about this on Discord. Maybe it was a voice chat party. We have that sometimes. I don't initially love the look of Yumia because I feel like they are just doing the same thing. It's like Ryza got a hair dye, if you know what I mean. Also, it's like Wrestleriana got a hair dye and Atelier Sophie got a hair dye. It's still that short bob cut hair and I'm like, okay, we're doing this one again. Okay. Maybe I will like her when I get to know her, because that has happened before, like Ryza. When her design was announced, I was like, I'm not a fan of the design, okay. But then I got to know her and I was like, yeah, I love her. She's cool. Okay, so Yumia, this one looks so good, and I keep saying this every time there is a new Atelier game. The graphics just gets better and better and better for every single title, which it should be doing. It's how it should be. But still, I just have to acknowledge that the graphics are getting better and better. And this game looks really good. Like, I can see that these people, Gust, they have gotten a bigger budget because of the success of the Ryza trilogy. And I'm so happy to see that. Also, the Ryza trilogy, it was what saved the series. I read an article that the first Atelier Ryza was so successful that if it hadn't been that successful, it may have been like the downfall and the end of the entire series, because they were kinda not meeting a lot of sales numbers. But it's going good. There are more and more people that are fans of the Atelier series, and I hope I have contributed to this fact in some micro percentage, that I have recruited some people to become fans of the series, because it's just so good. Such comfort games. Now in Yumia, and I've been watching a lot of gameplay footage, you can shoot stuff, sort of. It's a way of harvesting things, I think, and also solving maybe some puzzles. But there are two things that I'm very excited about. Okay, so in Yumia you also have a lot of customization. Just like in Guardians of Azuma, it's like the year of customization. You can build your own atelier or homestead or something with walls and decorations and, you know, carefully plan out how you want your area to be, which is so satisfying and so fun. I like these kinds of things in games and truly enjoy customizing stuff. You know, making something just my own thing. And it looks to be controlling well, the customization part. It looks to be really good. So I'm really excited for this part of the game. And another thing that I'm so excited about is the actual traversal. It's like you're running up walls and you're spinning around and it looks so much fun. Also, you have a motorcycle. So traversal, which I'm loving, I love traversing, it's what I do. That one I'm looking so much forward to. It looks so good. Now, when it comes to the actual synthesizing and the alchemy stuff, I'm not getting it, like I'm not understanding it just watching the gameplay. I gotta have it hands-on and try it out for myself in order to understand that stuff. It looks a little confusing. So that one I have no opinion on. I'm just gonna have to have my hands on and play the game when it's out and see what I think. I'm excited and I'm looking forward to meeting the new party members, the crew of Yumia, seeing the world. And because of these new traveling mechanics, you also still have that zipline thing from Atelier Ryza 3. I am looking forward to traversing the land and deep diving deep into this game. Now, this game I will be playing on the PS5. I will. And maybe I will be looking at a platinum trophy, I don't know. I'm also gonna request a review code of this game. Review coming up. I review all of the Atelier games on this channel. I love that series. I'm so happy to see that it's going well for them and that they are having some sort of success. Some other games that I'm looking forward to, I actually made notes. Let's see. Okay, so we have Xenoblade Chronicles X coming up. I'm hoping this one gets like a Switch 2 port. If that is gonna happen, I'm gonna wait for the Switch 2 period. But if it's not, I may have to play it on the Switch. But I'm hoping Switch 2, just for all of the things that I've previously said, graphics and performance and stuff like that. Also, Fantasy Life, The Girl Who Steals Time, that is still not out. It's also a game that's really much in my style, and I love Fantasy Life on the 3DS. Also, Assassin's Creed Shadows, which is a game I'm also gonna play. I'm a fan of the Assassin's Creed series, and I'm so ready. I'm so ready for a new big Assassin's Creed open world game. That was all for this video. I just wanted to come in here and have a little talk with you about the two games that I'm the most hyped for, which is Rune Factory and Atelier. And most of you, if you have followed this channel for a while, you know that these are the games that are very much for me. If you're new to my channel, subscribe, leave a comment down below, and I want to say thank you so much for watching, and I will see you later.